Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what's in my kids' stockings for Christmas. So if you enjoy this type of video and other homeschool and lifestyle videos, please remember to subscribe and let's get into it. Okay, first off, I just want to mention we have been fighting colds for like months over here. Last week alone I had 3 kids with pink eye, 2 kids with ear infections in the same group of kids, and it's just been a mess. So I'm a little congested, I have a little sore throat, so I'm sucking on a mint, but I need to film this video. So sorry if I sound awful, because in my head I sound awful, but the show must go on, so here we are. And so we're gonna get it done today, and I'm gonna tell you about my kids' stockings. I wanted to start off by just saying a few things. So at this point, I already have a video about what I got my kids for Christmas and also some presents that we liked and some that we regretted. So I'll link those 2 videos down below. But after reading some of the comments of especially what I got my kids for Christmas, it made me a little bit sad, and I just wanted to take a second here and just say a few things real quick. And it made me sad that that's the state of our world, that we define happiness and our children's happiness by how many gifts we give them, and that we feel we need to put other people down if they're not meeting our standards. And that's not the reason for this season. It's not the reason for life in general. And, you know, we celebrate Christmas, especially me as a Christian, because of Christ. And that's the focus of it, not the presents. And so the fact that we're so focused on the quantity that we're getting and how much money is being spent, it just breaks my heart. It makes me frustrated. It makes me sad. I was angry, all the things over this last week and a half since that video went out. And I hope that we can be better. I hope that we can strive to focus more on being kind and serving others and teaching our kids good things, and not that presents are everything, because that's how it felt coming from all the comments, is that presents are the only thing that matter, and that's the only way we show our love instead of quality. I think quality trumps quantity and money every single time. When we put a lot of effort into something, when we really think it through, no matter how much money we spend, no matter how much of it we buy, that goes so much further just because we put our heart and soul into it. And I think that matters above all else. So I want you to focus on that. I pray that we can focus on that, and that this can be a wholesome environment where we can all learn and grow together. And if you choose to be mean in the comments, I will delete it, because I do not want that kind of environment in my life or on my channel. I want us to be able to come here and to be uplifted and not feel like we are less than we are. And so that is my little TED Talk here. I have so much more I could say, so much more that's been running through my mind over the last week and a half, but I'll leave it at that because I know that's not why you're here. And so we're going to get into these stockings, and let me just tell you a little bit about what we do with stockings. For a while, when my older kids were super little, I have 6 kids, and they range from 12 to 3 months old right now. And when my older 4 were little, we did a few Santa gifts. We just set something out, and it wasn't wrapped or anything like that, and that would be what they got. And they got a few things in their stocking, and that's kind of what we did from Santa. And as they got bigger, we kept doing that. And then a few years ago, we decided we are just doing stockings from Santa, and that's all. We're not doing an extra Santa gift or anything like that. We want most of the gifts that they are aware of and know about to come from us, for them to, some of my kids still believe in Santa, most of them do. And so we want them to know that the gifts are from us and not that Santa is bringing the majority of Christmas. And so they just get a few things in their stocking from Santa, and then everything else under the tree is from mom and dad or from extended family members. And so that's kind of how we do it, and we've really liked it, and my kids have responded well to it. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to share with you is our stockings. Sorry, my throat is so scratchy right now. It's really hard for me to talk. And this year I got new stockings. We were done having kids after 4, and then we had a surprise fifth. And so I had embroidered, like hand embroidered, all their old stockings with their names on it and with certain types of fabric. You know, they all matched. And I wasn't going to do that for the last two and didn't even know if I could find the same fabric I had used before and all that kind of stuff. And so I waited until this year because we had almost 1 year old last year, and then I just had a baby a few months ago. And so last year I didn't get him a stocking. And so I waited till this year to get everyone new stockings. And I just went easy because we homeschool, we're busy, and I just needed an easy option. So these are just from Hobby Lobby. I bought 8 of them because, you know, there's a lot of us over here. And so this is kind of just goes with my vibe and my style. So I got this, and then I got some new fire, like mantle weights, and I just got these ones. Our mantle is like a rustic piece of wood and it's humongous, and so anything that hangs like down, any of the long skinny mantle things don't work because it's just so thick. And then the top of the mantle is like this thin thing, and so I have to have something that's a little bit small. And so I got these ones to try them out because they are thinner this way. They didn't have any figurines on them, which I was happy about, so I can put like my own artwork up there for Christmas. So I got these ones, and I got a few extras just in case they get broken. And those were also from Hobby Lobby, you know, and everything's like 50% off all the time with Christmas stuff there. And then to put name tags on them instead of the old ones I had embroidered, I got these. This was just off Etsy. I saw Angela Brannon had done this last year. And so my kids' names are just on them. So Lydia and Manti. And then you can just put them on these hooks, you know, with the stocking. And then this one says mom. This one says dad. I have them for all my kids. And so, and for us, obviously. So that's kind of how we're going to decorate. That was new for us this year because we needed new stockings. Not everyone had one. And so that was the first step in being able to do stockings, was actually to get them. Okay, so for my oldest 4 kids, I'm just going to share what they're getting all at one time, because it would be repetitive to go through it again and again because they're all getting very similar things. So I'm just going to do it at once. And so I have 4 kids that range from 7 almost to a 12-year-old almost. And so then there's 2 kids in between, and boys and girls, a mix of boys and girls. And so we're doing a few different things for them. So the biggest thing that they're getting is this watch, except for my 10-year-old daughter. She is not getting one of these, and I'll explain that in a minute. But they all look the same, but they're different colors. And so the reason this came up in the first place is my oldest is autistic, and he's higher functioning and verbal and all those things. But sometimes he still struggles with sleep. We don't really know that because, you know, he's asleep, but he feels like he doesn't sleep well. And so he was wondering if we could get a watch so we could track his sleep. And me and my husband were like, oh, that's a good idea. And he just brought this up recently. And so I was like, oh, we could do that as a stocking stuffer. And so I got him a watch. And then my other 2, my 3rd and 4th child, we were like, oh, they might actually like a watch as well. And my 10-year-old daughter has just a normal watch, but she doesn't like to wear it. It bothers her. It just hangs on her bed. And so we're like, okay, I don't think this is something she would want. And so I'll show you what we got her because it seemed like she would just want something different. But then right after I was going to buy these 2 for my 3rd and 4th kid, my 3rd child was like, can I get a watch for Christmas that like tracks my steps? Because that would be cool. And I was like, I got you, dude. I got it. We're already doing it. So this one, oh, they have the colors on the black back. So this is black, and this one's a blue color. And oh, this one doesn't have it. I think this one's purple, or yeah, lilac for my daughter. And then the other 2 are for boys. So that's what they're gonna get, like a bigger, those were $30. And then my daughter that's 10 is getting some of these noise canceling headphones. And this was a little more, these were like $50. And this came up because with homeschool, she is very easily distracted, whether it's ADD or just, you know, a phase in life where she needs to learn how to cope with some distractions and stuff. I'm not really sure, and it's part of her personality as well, but it's sometimes really hard for her to get schoolwork done. And so I was like, okay, well, how about if we got her some headphones that, you know, obviously visually there could still be a lot of stimuli, something going on, stimulants, and in the environment for her, but at least hearing wise, hopefully it will cancel out a lot of those noises and she'll be able to focus a little bit better. And so that's why we got these for her. So hopefully it'll work out. If for some reason she really is disappointed about the whole watch thing, we can exchange things and it will be okay, but we'll see. And so that's what we got for her a little bit like bigger ticket item for us in her stocking. And then my kids love these books. They love the paint by sticker books. And we've used them so much for so many things that it's hard for me to find ones we haven't used before. So I had to scout out these ones, except for my 7-year-old, because a lot of the ones my older kids were able to do, she wasn't able to do at the same time. And so I'm able to go get those ones for her now. So like this one is for her because it's a little bit simpler and for her age and stuff like that. And so this has some different pictures. I do like these ones that are spiral bound. I just feel like it's a little bit easier for them than the ones that have like a normal binding on it. And I got two that look like this for my boys, my older boys. And so the pictures are a little bit more complicated. They're bigger, you know, obviously like this book is humongous. And so that's what I got for them. And then I got this for my 10-year-old daughter right here. And so this one has lots of pictures. This one had more animals, I think is why I had thought she might like this one as well. So they're gonna get those sticker books. And then normally, I would say normally, I don't know how normal it is. The last 3 years, they've gotten Pokemon plushes because they love the like little stuffed animal Pokemon. And we're not doing that this year. I know some people might be really sad about that, but we're not doing it this year, partially because one of the ones we wanted to get wasn't even in stock. It wasn't available. And then also we've just done it the last 3 years and they already have a lot of stuffed animals and a lot of Pokemon plushes. So we're like, okay, we're just not going to do it this year. I did get them each a pack of Pokemon cards. So we are doing that. So each one of them will get one of these in their stockings. And then the last thing, sorry, my throat. It's real over here, guys, with all the sickness. Ugh, I'm so sick of it already, and winter hasn't really even started yet. So they'll each get a candy. I'm not a big fan of tons and tons of candy. I know everyone's like, treat your kids, and I'm just like, they get treats all year round, and especially at Christmas time, they get lots of treats. So they're good with this. They don't complain. And so I got these for my girls, and then when I went to the store to buy these candies right here, they didn't have chocolate oranges yet, which is my older boys' preference. They like the chocolate oranges better, so I still have to go back and get those for them. But these ones will go in my girls' stockings, my older girls' stockings, and so that's what they're getting in their stockings. Okay, so now the stocking for my 2-year-old and for my baby. And so for the 2-year-old, it's very like practical, simple things we might use for homeschool. And so a toothbrush. I just thought this one was cute. It's a giraffe. And so, you know, again, he needs a toothbrush. And then the other thing that will go in there are these watercolors. And so and this is paintbrushes. He's a little bit of a menace. So this could be a bad choice. We'll see. But if he's buckled into his seat, he can't go anywhere. He's kind of stuck at the table with us while we do schoolwork. So he could do these watercolors while we are doing our schoolwork, and they're just cute. I think it's cute. I saw Abby from Rooted and Rest share these, and I just broke the seal on that. I don't think he cares. He's not going to notice. And then just these little, like, they're just cute, you know, toddler-friendly paintbrushes. And so that's what he's going to get there. And then since he is old enough to be aware that everyone else is getting candy, he is also getting candy, but his is a little smaller. So, you know, they have the bigger ones. He's getting just a few smaller Reese's Pieces. So that's what he will get in his stocking. And then for the baby, no candy. she's gonna be almost 5 months old at Christmas, so she's not getting candy, but I thought she could get a toy. So this is one of those like little squeezy giraffes things. We used to have one of these for my last baby. I think it fell out of like the car door or something when we were somewhere. And so I thought we'd get another one, and my kids love it because it's Jackie the giraffe and my name's Jackie, so they think it's funny. We have a, giraffe theme going on right here. And then the other thing are bibs. These are just the silicone bibs because she'll be getting pretty close to eating, some more solid foods at that time. And so I got a few bibs for her. So again, practical things we're gonna need anyway, but just something fun so that, especially my older kids, they love seeing what's in the little kids' stocking, so it'll be fun for everyone. Okay, so that's what's in my kids' stockings this year for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video, or if there's things that you just love to put in stockings, really good stocking stuffers, fun items maybe that are a little bit more unique, comment them down below because it'll help me out, it'll help other people out. We just love to hear. And remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.